That was when? When was that diagnosis given? Do you know roughly what year was that?
2000.
The year 2000.
2001, sorry, 2000. 2000, I detected it already.
2000 you detected.
2001, I started my treatment.
See.
Then they asked me, see, you want to do it in Singapore or you want to do it in Bangkok? I said, what do you think? And they advised, I think it's up to you.
You went to, after this you went to second opinion in Singapore. Then you decided to do in Bangkok. Why did you decide to do in Bangkok?
Well, number one, the new approach to cancer treatment was such that it's an outpatient treatment.
Yes.
So the outpatient treatment means that I can get back to work, and after all the radiations, only about 1 minute maximum, and you go home.
So you can go back to work.
You go back to work.
So you, after shot, you go back to work.
So they get
You never take leave also. You joke. But no side effect.
Oh, lots of side effects. I was so weak. My brother has helped me walk up the 4 floors.
When? After what? How many shots?
That's about through the middle of my treatment.
Through the middle. And you have
I still want to go to
35
work.
shots.
Yeah.
So it's
35 shots.
5 days a week.
5 days a week.
5
But
days a week.
in between, when I couldn't do it,
When you were diagnosed, they said what? Stage 1?
between 2 and 3,
2 and 3.
because of this metastasized.
There was no surgery done.
No.
So they said only chemotherapy
And radiation.
Radiotherapy. This done together.
Together.
So you had the first shot of chemo and then you went for radiation nursing. So after 2 weeks you say you suffered very badly. Then you say couldn't even walk.
No, yeah, I couldn't walk initially. Then after that, I become weaker. But I persisted. I walk and walk and walk. I come back every morning, 5:30 up, and now I was walking my walk at least 1 kilometer.
You were not staying in a hospital.
No, I was outpatient. But when I was really down, I was in the hospital. When I couldn't eat, my body was so weak. I
So
stayed in hospital
after
for
what, 2 weeks you were down?
stay hospital maximum is 3 days.
3 days.
Maximum
So how many times were you in the hospital?
3 times.
3 times. Was this because of the radiation or was it because of
My mouth
the mouth?
so painful.
Or you could not, the reason why you went to the hospital was because you couldn't eat?
No, I couldn't eat. It was so painful.
Yeah, the ulcers.
I was the ulcers followed by thrush, followed by another and another thing.
Yeah.
So it's one after another. They treat for one, the next thing comes out. They treat for another, next one comes out.
So
It was awful.
So it's actually side
Painful.
effects of the radiation.
Because the radiation, because you see when they radiate, the teeth bounces off. I got so many amalgam. It bounces off, it burns all my things. All my mucosa is removed.
Yes.
Because I didn't expect it. Nobody warned me. That was where the whole depression started.
Oh, they didn't tell you all the side effects?
None.
You didn't ask?
They would ask any of the patients, they told any side effects. Nobody said. And I asked them, why you didn't tell me? Just in case you get so scared.
Yeah.
Oh, that means they mislead you then?
No, they misled me. I think that's very mischievous. They even did not tell me some of their very bad things like the thyroid and the TSH increase and
Yeah, the
pituitary.
risk that you will be facing.
Oh, they did not tell you at
They
all?
won't tell.
Yeah, because they know
What?
many
They
patients
tell
are-
you, okay, you're going to have 35 radiation and that's it.
That's
That's basically it.
So you come in, we just jab for you and you just spray the do for you. They do the mask and all that. After that, they
You did not have the slightest idea that radiation would cause all this problem? You did not suspect that it can happen?
we check, and you can check the website. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you that
it
doesn't tell you that you're going to be burnt and you have ulcers. You're going to your mucosa. My wife cried. I couldn't drink a drop of water.
You could not drink.
The whole throat is burning.
He said 1 drop of water would produce 1 tear. That was how he described it.
So they asked like nothing but to take a drip. That's all.
Oh, so you have to go back and take the drip.
Drip of water, drip of the nutrient solution. Otherwise,
After 3 days, you are out. Then you have to come back in again.
then build up my strength again and go in and go.
So that 35, you have to be hospitalized 3 times isn't it? Do you lose your hair?
A little bit.
A little bit of your hair. But your main problem is so much of the throat all burnt up and you are not able to eat and in pain. That was the main problem.
Main problem.
And you lost weight?
Completely.
How many?
12 kg.
12 kg I lost weight. And strength-wise, you also lost?
Of course, I couldn't walk by myself, but I insist on going to my office.
You couldn't even walk properly.
So my brother has to support me, my children have to support me, and I walk all the way 4 floors up to my office, sit down, open my computer, do my work. Because I will not let any of those things get in my way.
And that is every day you do that. Okay.
Can you also say something about your teeth?
I know when they check my teeth and all that, I had to get my teeth checked. And they repaired all too because that's the only, so I asked them why. They said, just in case you have any your toothache,
Yeah.
we cannot allow you to extract it.
Yeah.
I said, why? Because that's, you introduce germs and all that sort of things, they say bacteria into your system, which is very bad because the immune system is affected. They did tell me the immune system is affected,
Yeah.
but they did not tell me that there's a reflection of all my amalgam and it's going to burn my mouth.
Oh,
Let me see.
because of the
Before the radiation, they did not ask you to go and pull out whatever necessary first?
Yeah, they check.
They
They
check.
said there's no need to pull out anything.
Oh. One fellow
I was
came,
repaired. But
he said, pull out, before I could do anything, he said, pull out 9 roots.
yeah, I know, I've seen many people who have done it. But there's most of these people says the only reason why they want to pull out is because then they minimize the burning.
Yeah. That's the problem of the radiation, but that also could be the problem of the chemo because you had
Of course,
Three
it's a
chemo.
combination.
Yeah.
It's not the radiation.
Yeah.
Because the next thing you know is, I mean, your
So,
immune
okay.
system is down, and then you know your bird, your thing.
Yeah.
Guess what? The thing spreads like wildfire all over, and you can have nothing to fight back.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. So let's.
And for obvious
Sorry
reasons,
for all
I'm
the
no
talking.
more celebrity gland.
Yeah. 35.
35.
35. You finish all that 35.
All 35.
35. That is because 5. That means 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Much more. For me, it's much more.
Yeah.
Because I had breaks in between.
Yeah.
I had breaks in between.
That's it. You have the first chemo, and then just start off with the radiation together,
Together.
and then
simultaneously.
every day radiation,
So
and then
the
chemo.
part of weakness is because of the chemo.
Yeah, the weakness is because of chemo. Then you also did not anticipate the side effects of chemo. You were not told of the chemo.
Only hair loss.
That's all they say.
The obvious things they tell you.
Hair loss. The rest they don't tell you. You mean they did not tell you all this?
To the point at towards the end, the 30th time,
Yeah.
the needle comes near me, I have nausea.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phobia.
Phobia is there.
That's right.
I tell you, I couldn't believe it. I said,
Yeah.
and you know what?
Yeah.
I came in and said, oh, very nice veins, you know, very good. Chuk, chuk, chuk.
Yeah.
Towards the end,
Yeah.
the needle comes, the vein disappeared.
Even the bitch.
And what I have is essentially the fact that is the fear of the needle. Until now, when they take blood from me, they say, I can't find a vein anymore.
Oh,
say, yes.
even now they put,
Yeah, I said,
put,
I
put
said,
they
now
pull
even-
up the blood from you feel the phobia?
The vein
The
just
vein
disappeared.
felt the phobia, not me.
Oh, the vein disappeared.
It just go down. Coming.
Can you believe? I mean, I couldn't believe it. There I was. I said, nice vein. I said, yeah, they'd be good for them to collect.
Huh.
They can't.
No.
And the MRI requires that they inject something inside. They can't find it. And I don't mind facing reality. But I was telling, I told her after that day, I said, why don't you warn me? Oh, you're so scared. You get so scared. You're so scared, you get scared.
Yeah, that you run away and
So you
then
run
you think
away.
that you don't know you're
In reality, if they didn't tell people everything about it, I think half the patient would not even do whatever it is.
It's not worth it sometimes, you know.
When I was very, very weak. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Yeah. There's one guy who told us initially the
Oh,
first
you have to break
radiation,
your
nothing without
treatment.
radiation is nothing.
For how long? For 1 week. For 1 week.
Sometimes a week, sometimes 10 days.
How many times do you break?
At least 3 times.
And there's
You have to break, and that break was what? A week?
A week or two.
A week or two. I see.
And one of the indicators that they find is that my
So-
white blood corpuscle, the BBC level went too low,
All went down.
especially for chemo. You can't do it.
Yeah, they can't do it. So you have to have a break also. So, but with that too, you managed to complete 3 chemos, is it?
3 chemos during the period.
3 chemo during that period. Okay. But you stopped chemotherapy after.
4th time. I did the 4th one. I did the 5 and 6.
Oh, you did the 4th one. Then you stopped at the 4th one.
The 4th one was the time when we were discussing.
Yes.
So he said to do or not to do, and finally I said, okay, last one.
Okay. But were there people pressure on you to continue?
Of course. My brother-in-law was saying, you must complete the thing. He's a doctor. I said, no, I don't want. And he said, you are responsible. I said, sure, I'm responsible.
Doctor, what about your own oncologist?
Oncologist also insisted, but he was definitely more open.
Oh, it's more open. Let's ask you about your satisfaction of your treatment. Okay.
Satisfaction?
Yeah,
I just went through it, that's all. I'm not sure whether there was any satisfaction.
Okay, let's look at chemo. If we were to ask you this question, if you were to do it all over again, if you had to rewrite this story, would this story be the same, or would you have changed something?
I would have changed a lot. I would likely go through the radiation,
Yeah.
but I would definitely slow down on the chemo. I
Mean-
may even remove the chemo.
Meaning, you would agree to do the radiation.
Radiation because
Yeah.
I feel like this is a case of something which is already
It was there.
so
So
you have to
we
remove
should
it.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, but the chemo was unnecessary because it weakened my whole system.
Yeah.
I don't think the combination would be very useful. On the other hand, I think I should do the radiation, and if I would do it again, I would do it together with herbs.
The thing that you are not happy about is that they did not warn you about the
Yeah.
side effects. Was it that's the only thing? They should have told you all this.
I think they should share with me some of these issues so that I can prepare.
Yeah. If they were to give you all this warning, you would be better prepared.
I'll be better prepared, and maybe I would have got more alternatives.
Or would you run away?
I wouldn't run away. I knew. I told you from the beginning.
Yeah.
I needed to do that.
You need to do this.
I would stay the course on. If I would have been more prepared.
I think with knowledge, what is to come, would make you more well prepared, so that you don't.
Not only do I well prepared, I will fortify myself.
I see. In terms of chemotherapy, you had 4 shots.
About
The whole treatment you don't want it, but in terms of professionally, they are okay.
they're okay, but the thing that they couldn't answer some questions is about why this one, why that one. They just cannot.
Oh,
For example, the selection of the chemo,
Ah.
they say it's because that is a standard.
Do you know what they gave you?
Of course, I got all the record, but I can't remember them.
Yeah, you. How many drugs did they not tell you?
To at least 2.
They gave you 2 drugs, and then you asked them why you give this 2 drugs, and they couldn't answer you.
No, the answer is very standard. This is the
That's
regimentation.
regimen. That is the way it is.
That is the way it is.
There is no other way of combination. No, they will not.
standard treatment.
Oh, I see. Right. Oh, basically,
Standard is all standard, and how much radiation you get is all standard.
it's all standard.